Welcome back to another deep dive. Today, we're exploring the really fascinating world of solo travel.
Hmm.
Have you ever wondered, if going alone means you'll be lonely?
Right. Or is it actually the opposite? Maybe a path to unexpected connections.
Or even some pretty deep self-discovery? We're going to dig into that.
Sounds good.
So for this deep dive, we've pulled out some key bits from two personal accounts.
Okay.
First, there are excerpts from Janice Waugh over at Solo Traveler, her piece, Five Short Solo Travel Stories, The Magic of Going Alone.
Right. I know that one.
And second, something called My Solo Travel Story, Igniting Life in My 30s by someone called Solo Travelin' Style.
Got it. Two different takes.
Yeah, and our mission really is to unpack how just deciding to step out alone can, forge these unique human connections.
And maybe even really change your life.
Exactly. We want to shed some light on that surprising magic that seems to happen when you just go solo.
And what's really interesting, I think, is how both these sources, even though they come at it maybe slightly differently,
Mm-hmm.
they both kind of land on this idea that solo travel gives you space for these big aha moments.
Right.
Not just about, the places you see, but really about yourself.
Yeah.
It's about how going alone can actually paradoxically open you up to more experiences, more people.
Well, understanding me.
Exactly. In ways you just wouldn't expect otherwise.
That's a really powerful way to put it. So, okay, let's get into this. Janice Waugh, in her Five Short Solo Travel Stories, she's really clear about this.
About the connections.
Yes. For her, the real magic, the stuff that sticks, it's always about the people.
Okay.
She emphasizes how her best stories are, consistently about locals who just go out of their way.
Or other travelers, maybe.
Yeah, or fellow travelers giving a good tip just when you need it, or even, strangers she just clicks with and ends up sharing days or weeks of travel with.
So it's less about the Eiffel Tower and more about the person you met in the queue?
Kind of. It's the human element that shines through. So why do you think that is? Why are these connections maybe more profound when you're solo compared to traveling with others?
Well, that's a great question. I think when you're traveling by yourself, you
No.
you lose some of that social armor you might normally have.
Okay, like you're more exposed.
Exactly. You don't have your built-in buddy, right? So you become much more aware of what's around you. And this is key. You often seem more approachable to others.
Ah, interesting.
And that vulnerability, it sounds strange, but it actually makes you more open to other people's kindness, their curiosity.
Right.
And that often leads to interactions that feel more, I don't know, authentic, more memorable than if you were just sticking with your group.
That makes a lot of sense. And she has some great examples that really bring this to life.
Like which ones?
Well, take her trip to Jackson, Mississippi. She met a docent at the old Capitol Museum.
Okay.
And this person, totally out of the blue, just ended up giving her a personal tour of the city. Took her to lunch.
Wow, just like that.
Just like that. And then later that same evening, she's at a blues cafe.
Mm-hmm.
And the bouncer, who apparently had a broken leg, he insisted on walking her to her taxi, even though she said, no, I'm fine.
Seriously?
Yeah. And he tells the driver, you take good care of my friend. Yeah, here. I mean, that just screams unexpected warmth,
Right.
connection.
It really does. And you have to wonder, like you said, would that have happened quite the same way if she wasn't alone?
Probably not.
Being solo sometimes just creates that space where people feel, I don't know, more able or willing to step in, offer help, or just chat.
Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting for me. She talks about an RV trip
Okay.
through the American Southwest. So picture it. She's crossing the Continental Divide. It's a quiet highway.
Mm-hmm.
And she spots this German couple, and they're cycling up this huge ascent.
Wow, that's tough going.
Totally. And just on a whim, she does a U-turn, pulls over, offers them a ride. Yes, they accepted. Somehow they fit the bikes in the back, and they ended up camping together near Denver that night. Shared dinner, stories.
That's amazing. All from just a random U-turn.
Exactly. What an incredible little detour, right? Started just with a spontaneous bit of kindness.
Yeah, and that really shows how solo travel fosters that spontaneity. You're not tied to anyone else's plan.
Right. No compromises needed.
You can just turn around, change your mind, say yes when some weird opportunity pops up.
It's that freedom.
That freedom opens the door to these kinds of, surprising meetups.
And talk about unexpected encounters. Havana, Cuba.
Okay, Havana.
She wanted to go salsa dancing, but she gets there and there's this massive line outside the club, hundreds of Cubans.
Oh, wow. Intimidating.
Totally. But she spots 3 tourists further up the line, so she just bravely kind of slides into line with them, pretends she knows them.
Bold move.
Right. Introduces herself. Turns out they're Hungarian, speak almost no English.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
But she doesn't stop there. She gets inside and basically just confidently imposes herself at their table.
You got to admire the nerve.
Totally. And eventually, their tour guide shows up, speaks English, teaches her to salsa.
And it all worked out?
They had a fantastic afternoon together. I mean, that's just pure resourcefulness leading to joy.
It really shows how traveling alone can push you, doesn't it? Way outside your comfort zone.
Yeah, it forces you.
You have to be resourceful. You have to kind of embrace situations that might feel awkward at first.
Definitely.
And often getting past those hurdles like language barriers or just social anxiety leads to the absolute best experiences. You build confidence and you get these memories you'll never forget.
She also talks about going to the Lake District in England a lot.
Lovely area.
Yeah, after days of walking, she'd often end up in this local pub, the Unicorn Inn.
Okay.
And one time, it was Guy Fawkes night, place was packed after the fireworks. She walks in, and the whole pub just erupts in welcome. Like, she said it was like Norm walking into Cheers.
Get out.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Locals wouldn't let her buy her own drink. They even sang songs because she was Canadian.
That's incredible. That's real
A
immersion.
real sense of belonging. And then another time, Rochester, New York. She's eating alone at this packed bar. A couple invites her to join their table. She asks them to just order for her, try something local.
Nice and open.
Yeah. And her just asking about the restaurant's name, Hogan's Hideaway, it led to this whole discovery. They found out from the owners Hogan was the Korean carpenter who worked on the place.
A little piece of local history.
Right. And the couple. They insisted on paying for her dinner.
Wow.
So these aren't just quick chats. They feel like really meaningful connections.
Definitely.
Often sparked by just being open, being curious, and, well, being solo.
And those stories, they just perfectly show the kind of generosity you can find when you're truly open to it.
Yeah.
People often are curious about solo travelers. And if you show genuine interest back in them, their lives, their town, it can unlock these amazing shared moments.
Turns a simple meal into something really memorable.
Exactly. Kindness begets kindness, maybe.
Maybe so. Okay, let's shift gears a little bit.
Right.
Because solo travel, it's not just about connecting with other people. It can also be this incredibly powerful catalyst for personal change.
Yeah.
Big change.
Yeah. Transformation.
And our second source, that blog post, My Solo Travel Story, Igniting Life in My 30s, it really captures this so personally.
Okay.
So the author, she mentions not traveling much as a kid, except for some trips to Vienna.
Right.
But then in high school, she did these chemistry Olympiads.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Took her to places like Siberia, Turkmenistan, Istanbul, Tokyo. And she met people from everywhere, loved learning about different cultures.
So she had that travel bug early on, it sounds like.
She did. But then, and this is quite poignant, there's this stark contrast. She moved to the U.S. for college, then a PhD,
Right.
then landed this super demanding job, like 16-hour days, demanding.
In there.
Yeah. And for 13 years, 13, she completely stopped traveling.
Wow. That's a long time.
Totally focused on the degrees, the career performance. It just stopped.
And that really highlights, I think, a common modern problem, doesn't
Just
it?
how so?
Well, sacrificing that personal fulfillment, that curiosity for what we think is professional necessity, it's so easy to lose touch with the things that actually, light us up.
That's so true. 13 years is a long time to put your passions on ice. So she describes finding herself in her 30s. This is post-pandemic.
Okay.
She's got savings, but nobody really to travel with. Family's far away. Friends are busy with kids, jobs, partners.
A classic situation.
Right. No partner at the time. So she's facing this big decision. Go alone or don't go at all.
The crossroads.
And she decided she just couldn't stand not exploring, not trying new foods, seeing new cultures.
For her.
So at 31, she pushed past all that internal debate, booked her first ever solo trip to Paris.
Paris. Nice choice for a first solo.
For her birthday, September 2022.
And that decision, that's a huge turning point, right? Finding the courage to push past the fear, the expectations.
Definitely. She admits she was terrified.
Oh, I bet. A mix of excited and scared.
Totally. Worried about safety. Would she even enjoy being alone? Was her basic French going to be okay?
All the usual first-timer anxieties?
All of them. But she did it anyway, refused to let the fear win or worry about what people might think.
And that really shows that courage that's kind of built into taking that first solo step, especially when you're rediscovering something you lost.
So the impact. How was Paris?
Yeah. How did it go?
She said it was spectacular. Just spectacular. Walked everywhere, ate amazing food, took a boat trip on the Seine. Said her soul hadn't felt that alive in years.
Wow. So it wasn't just a vacation.
No, it was like a reawakening, a profound one. And what happened next was, well, truly life-changing.
Okay.
She immediately booked another solo trip to London this time.
Hooked already.
Totally hooked. And then realizing, as she put it, how short life is and how much I crave exploring new places, she made a massive decision.
Based on these trips.
Based on that feeling, that aliveness she rediscovered.
Okay, what did she do?
She switched jobs, specifically sought out a job with much better work-life balance so she could get her life back.
That's huge. Not just a small tweak.
No, a conscious choice, prioritizing herself, her fulfillment.
Good for her.
And that move allowed her, in 2023 alone, to solo travel to Toronto, Niagara Falls, Cancun, Milan, Venice, Florence, Madrid, Dublin.
Wow, she really went for it.
She really did. But the transformation wasn't even done then.
There's more.
By 2024, she took an even bigger leap. Quit the corporate career entirely.
Whoa. Seriously?
Yep, to become a full-time travel blogger and content creator.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a massive change. From 16-hour corporate days to full-time travel creator.
She said she never thought she'd leave a corporate job before retirement.
I bet.
But she took the risk, stepped way outside that comfort zone, and just chased the dream that those solo trips had kind of reignited. Describes it as one of the hardest things she's ever done, but it felt deeply right.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
The fear,
Yeah.
but also the rightness.
Yeah. It gave her freedom, obviously more travel, meeting incredible people, sharing it all.
And the payoff.
She says she's never been happier, never felt so alive, wakes up excited now instead of dreading work.
Amazing.
So it's not just igniting life in her 30s, it's a complete reinvention.
Yeah.
All sparked, really, by that one brave decision to just go to Paris by herself.
It's an incredible testament, isn't it, to how stepping into that unknown of solo travel, it doesn't just connect you outwards to other people.
Right.
Maybe more importantly, it connects you inwards to yourself, your purpose. It can absolutely be the catalyst for these radical life changes, empowering you to actually build a life that feels right, that aligns with what you truly want.
Discovering yourself when you step out alone.
Exactly. Finding out who you are when nobody else is telling you.
So as we kind of wrap up this deep dive then, we've seen quite a spectrum.
Yeah.
Solo travel isn't just about being independent, is it? It seems to be deeply about connection.
Right. Those unique human connections, it fosters unexpected kindness, spontaneous friendships.
Yeah. And then there's the other side, the deeply personal transformation, how it can be this powerful catalyst for, well, life-changing decisions, completely changing your path.
And both stories, they just illustrate so beautifully how stepping outside your comfort zone, even just for a short trip, it can lead to rewards you just never saw coming.
Yeah.
Kind of proves that real self-discovery, real connection, it often starts right where that comfort zone ends.
That's a great way to put it. So thinking about all this, what does it mean for you listening right now?
Yeah.
If simply choosing to travel alone led to these incredible human connections for Janice Waugh and ignited this whole new chapter, this whole new life for the second author,
Right.
what surprising journey might it unlock for you?
It makes you think, doesn't it?
It really does. We hope you'll consider the possibilities, what solo adventures, what discoveries might be waiting out there for you.